I'm going to make a second channel sometime this month. Okay. To be fair, I've been really busy. But anyways, welcome everyone. My name is Rhinogenius, but you can call me Rhino for short. Welcome to Rhinogenius Plus. To start off this new channel, I wanted to go back to one of the first art videos I did back on the main channel, where I drew warrior cats based on randomly generated names from this generator. So I decided to do it again, this time with better backstories and much better art. I drew 3 cats once again. Stick around till the end because I have a very important announcement. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. The first cat I drew was Rat Star, so let's see how he turned out. Rat Star, if I'm being honest, should not be this early in the lineup. He was the last name I generated, but the first one I wanted to draw. I had such a clear image of what he looked like, so I was eager to put pen to paper. Or Apple Pen to iPad, I guess. Rat Star, previously Rat Scruff, is the leader of ThunderClan. Rat Star is respected by some and looked down upon by others, sometimes literally. He barely grew larger than an apprentice. But the Grey Tom has always had the ability to be incredibly irrational and easily agitated. Everyone remembers how he tried to declare war on RiverClan for quote-unquote stealing prey, when later evidence found it was just an owl that was doing the said stealing. He had only one apprentice before becoming deputy, when there were other cats that were clearly more capable for the position. It became pretty obvious that the previous leader, Sage Star, just chose him because he was his son. Rat Star does care about his clan, and he makes that clear with his actions, and nobody can ever deny how much he loves his mate and 2 kits, which are still in the nursery. But even so, Rat Star, in his growing age, has to learn how to mellow out before he becomes a respected leader among the clan. When designing Rat Star, I admit I took the most obvious route. Gray fur, furless paws and tail, short stature. But sometimes the most obvious answer works. In this case, I think his design perfectly encapsulates his personality. I also made it a point to give him asymmetrical markings to show his messy and conflicted nature. And there's Rat Star. I think he was a great start to this challenge and got me excited for what's to come. The second cat I generated was Spider Kit. I was super excited to draw a little feller, so let's get right into it. Spider Kit is a Sky Clan kitten, born in a litter of 2. Her littermate died at birth, so she had to grow up with just her mother in the nursery. She's quiet, thoughtful, but full of curiosity and wonder. She listens to stories from her father about the territory, of the landmarks and the gatherings. She especially loves to hang around the apprentices. She's about 4 moons now, meaning she's in that long licky phase that kittens go through. You know, the one where they're basically the size that they're going to be as an adult, but they have a lot of filling out to do. Since she's so close to being an apprentice, she started to hang out more around the apprentices' den. She never had anyone in the nursery to grow up or play with, so she became very attached to the only other group that's close to her age range. All of the apprentices love her, and they're all already excited to have her in the apprentice den with them. They fuel her curiosity to the brim, telling her grandiose stories about the outside world. Even though the apprentices are great fun, they're not the greatest influence on Spider-Kit. 2 of them even tried to sneak her out of camp to show her the territory, only to be caught instantly by the deputy and Spider-Kit's parents. Spider-Kit has to learn that even though she seeks adventure and companionship, she'll have to find it elsewhere, because she could end up listening to the reckless older apprentices and end up hurt or dead. And something tells me that she'll have to learn that the hard way. I absolutely love Spider-Kit's design. I knew when I saw Spider in her name, I had to draw a Linky baby. I love tortie kittens, so I wanted to make her one. The bright colors on her pelt, to me, represent the bright wonder inside of her. As for her warrior name, I think Spider Climb works well. Hi, so future Rhino here. I'm editing this video right now, and apparently I gave Spider-Kit like a little scar on her neck. I think I forgot about it while writing the script, since there was such a large gap in between drawing the characters and writing the script because of, like, how busy I was. But yeah, Spider-Kit has a little scar on her neck. I can't remember how she got it. Sorry. And there's Spider-Kit. She's probably my favorite one out of this bunch. Let's move on to the final cat. Finally, I got Mousehawk. I was super excited to draw this one. Now, I'll say this, I actually learned while writing the script that Mousehawk is an actual term, so let me just say that the real definition had nothing to do with his design. That being said, Mousehawk was one of the most intriguing names to me. It was the combination of mouse, a common and weak prey item in warriors, and hawk, a feared predator of the sky. That name, before I even drew him, was dripping with personality, and I was immediately excited to draw him. Mousehawk is a well-respected warrior of ShadowClan, but it wasn't always as easy for him as it is now. He was born the runt in a litter of 5 kittens. I actually drew his siblings, Nettlekit, Swampkit, Umberkit, and Strikekit, and little headshots just for fun. Mousekit always had a hard time keeping up with his littermates. He was often the one picked on the most, especially by Nettlekit. Even as an apprentice, Mousepaw had a hard time keeping up with his mentor. That's when his fur and frame finally grew out in a late growth spurt. Now, his prefix didn't make much sense now that he towered over most cats in camp. He became one of the most skilled fighters in the clan due to his thick fur that was hard to bite or slice through. I mentioned that his actual body is quite lanky and wiry underneath his massive coat. He earned the name Mousehawk because of his massive size and his favorite technique in combat. Mousehawk loves to climb up trees to leap down on his opponents from above, like a bird of prey swooping down to attack its prey. Other clans hesitate to even get into fights with ShadowClan just because they know that Mousehawk is on the other side of the battlefield. His relationships with his littermates have mellowed out into a healthy rivalry. It took a lot of work to get where he is now, but Mousehawk is living his best life. He's calm, witty, respectful, and respected, and a force to be reckoned with. Now, he just hopes to get an apprentice so he can aim to be ShadowClan's next deputy. And there's Mousehawk. He's probably the most huggable cat I've ever drawn. I had so much fun drawing these cats, and I can't wait to do it again sometime. But wait, don't click off just yet. Remember when I said I had a special announcement? Well, I'm going to be giving these designs away as adopts, and it won't cost anything. Also, to those of you who follow my community posts on the main channel, will know that I was attempting to finish an Odd-October list made by another content creator, Dan Sly. Long story short, I didn't even come close to finishing. October ended up being very busy for me, and I couldn't finish the designs. But hey, there's always next year. If you want to go see some cool finished designs for these prompts, go check out Dan Sly's page. Anywho, I will be giving away those designs that I ended up finishing, that being Ink, Rope, Deer, Scavenger, Brown Sugar, and Harvest Moon. I will be picking the winners in a raffle-style competition. All you have to do to enter is comment which design you'd like in the comments in full caps and in brackets in the comments, and just wait and see. You can comment up to 2 cats, any more and your comment won't count. This raffle will be held until all designs are given away, and I will announce any winners of in the next video of Rhinogenius Plus. No fan art today, but remember that you can always send me fan art by emailing rhinogeniusfanart@gmail.com. Alrighty then, that's all from me. Keep your horns up and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye!